I'm Tom Warner. 12 years, 10 months and 28 days ago, launched Warner's Distillery to save the world from mediocre drinks whilst trying to save the planet one sip at a time. This is all done on my family farm in Harrington, Northamptonshire. We use the best ingredients. We don't use any flavourings. You know, our gins, which are really fruity, they're fruity because they've got lots of fruit in them. We are using flavours from a farm, not from a factory. After we've distilled this super floral, citrusy, with a nice bit of spice gin, we add honey from our beehives on the farm. So every bottle is 5% honey, which means it's slightly cloudier than a normal gin would be. The bees will have travelled cumulative distance 3,000 miles, which is roughly from the farm to Quebec and back to produce this product. We've lost 69% of our pollinators in the last 25 years. These are big, scary stats. Such a short space of time when you're thinking about the length of time that these things have been on the planet and in this country. We have our balance very badly out of kilter at the moment with nature. Tina, my wife and business partner, she said, look, my mum used to keep bees on the farm in Ireland. I think we should do a honey gin. And all I heard was, let's get bees. So we got some beehives at the farm, had our first hives in 2017, and that was really the precursor to launching the Honeybee Gin and raising awareness about the plight of the pollinator in the UK. We got an expression on the farm which is real tastes better and does better for the world. What we grow at the farm has a broader flavour spectrum than anything we can buy in. So we're now up to 10% of the land mass of the farm is botanicals. 15 acres, around 100,000 plants, 3,000 trees that we are growing for flavour to create the tastiest booze in the world.
Bee health isn't just vital for the planet, it's essential to gin making at Warner's. To craft their award-winning honey gin, they rely on thriving hives and strong colonies. That's where thermal imaging comes in. Using FLIR cameras, we captured heat signatures inside the hives, tracking brood clusters, spotting temperature imbalances, and even locating the queen. It's a non-invasive way to monitor hive health in real time. No disruption, no stress for the bees. From egg to honeycomb, every degree matters. And the healthier the hive, the better the honey.
Danielle has just told me that she's allergic to bees.
What?
Only a little bit.
Well, it's nice knowing you anyway. Thanks for your help today.
So is that why you've got? Oh, so this means that these they can sting through this as well. So why didn't you get yourself one of these?
It just means that you get stung 1 in 100 rather than 100.
Is this before the moment?
It's like, this would be like the start of The Simpsons.
Yeah. Positions, please.
Episode of Teletubbies.
Oh, that's cool.
I could put that on there like that, couldn't I, Gary? Oh, you're going to get stung on the ankle.
No, I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
So will I.
I'm feeling the love.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you. Don't drink any more of that gin.
Who's going to grow Oh, that was it, is it?
I've got a collection. So I've got my smoker, which I've got some straw in. So I'll light this when we get in there and then smoke the bees, because the idea is it changes their behaviour. The smoke would signal a forest fire. So to them, they're like, oh, we need to get our food because the house is going to go. We're going to lose the house. We need to get our stores and take our honey with us. So they'll go into like a feeding behaviour. They'll stay in the hive, but they'll be busy. They'll not really be, like their job is to get their food now, to collect their honey. And then when we're gone and the smoke's gone, they'll be like, oh, it's fine. We'll just carry on as we were.
That's cool.
Okay, so that's the roof off. See, they've drawn loads of honey in the roof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can actually see that heat profile. That is so cool. The heat profile you can see on the honey.
Yeah, so you've got the brood box at the bottom, which is where the queen is. So that's where all the eggs and the larvae and they want to keep the main bulk of the hive hot down there because that's where the queen is and the eggs. So they want to keep the babies and everything alive.
All the bees cluster around the queen to protect the warm.
Yeah, and at night they'll all go down into that bottom box. So they'll all sleep there. And in winter, they'll all be down in the bottom bit. Yeah, okay. So the way they lay the eggs is kind of like, if you imagine the frames are like in a cross-section, lines, they lay it almost like a rugby ball, so that the main eggs are in the middle, and then you've got like the food stores and the honey on the outside, so it's to help keep the heat right in the centre.
Oh, look at that on the bottom. It's all bit there.
So that's like, it's much bigger, so the queen would grow in that cell. See the hole at the bottom? That shows that she's come out. So she's either come out and they've swarmed, which could be why there's not many bees in here. She may have gone on a mating flight and not made it back. So these guys are going to need to make a new queen. This will have a lot of frames of eggs in the bottom. We'll take one of those frames and put it in here, and then these should turn one of those cells into a queen. They can pick any female cell, so they feed it royal jelly, and then that becomes the queen. So that one's got less in when I check it. This one's got loads in.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to see from the outside, just looking at it. I have to go through and check them all individually, but to look at that and be like, oh, okay, that one's got loads in.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I can't believe you can see the body, the bees' bodies, like you can see the colours, different colours inside it. It's amazing.
There we go. And so she's actually collecting the pollen.
Yeah.
Look at that, look, you can actually...
You can see our legs collecting the pollen, so they've got little like baskets on their legs. So they pick up the pollen and store it on their legs.
Like pockets?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I always assumed that they would almost eat it and then almost regurgitate it.
That's how they make the honey. That's a different thing. So when they're collecting it, they collect it in their basket.
So honey is bee spit.
Bee sick, essentially.
Bee
Bee
sick.
sick. That's why I don't like it.
Wow. It'd be quite nice to get a butterfly now, actually, wouldn't it? I mean, do they have lions or anything here? Can we get like a lion or something as well? It's a little wildlife frenzy.
If we can convert every pub garden in the UK to be a nature positive space, there's 48,000 pub gardens in the UK. These are stepping stones for nature to get from one forage spot to another forage spot. 8 dandelions supports 15,000 bee flights. So no mow May, really super important initiative, because dandelions, amazing early forage for pollinators. So don't mow your lawn in May, relax, put your feet up on the Sunday, and actually you're doing good for the world, letting the pollinators feast on those dandelions. Everything we do here on the farm has that focus on quality, because we know that's our point of difference, making something truly magical for the consumer. I liken our distillery more to a Michelin star restaurant. The distillers are more like chefs, because we are working with Mother Nature, we're working seasonally, we're picking her at her best. We're using Holstein stills, big copper bits of kit, first of their kind in the UK. We're ingrained with that seasonal relationship as a distillery, and the next dish can always be the best dish, because we can try it and go, do you know what? That needed a bit more coriander, it needs a little bit more cardamom, a bit more orange peel in that one. It's a spirit that is very innovative, very fast paced, and really satisfies my desire to create and also interact with Mother Nature around us. We come into people's lives at moments of joy. It's when they are relaxing and unwinding, they are having a celebration, it might be Mother's Day, someone's birthday, they're out for a special meal, and we always want to make sure that they have in the palm of their hand the tastiest and most authentic drink possible.